What's up, Vloggy Pilots? Vloggy Poncho here. Today is January 21st, 2024. And as you can see, we did not have a perfect day this weekend. Oh, last night. Basically, the little box I have highlighted gives you the whole explanation. Megan and I decided to go to the grocery store and get some alcohol. And ended up getting these canned, they were like cocktail in a can things. And I underestimated how much a 10% alcohol drink would hit me. So, yeah, kind of woke up feeling dehydrated this morning. Not really hungover, but definitely didn't sleep well and dehydrated and just kind of blech. It's a bummer. I mean, we're at the point now where for us alcohol is like a bag of Doritos. We just tried not to buy it because when it's in the house, it's like, well, I'll just drink all of it. I'll just eat this whole bag of Doritos right now. And that's not healthy. So, kind of trying to limit that. And one of the things we've figured out is it's really easy to not buy it. And when we don't have it in the house, I don't really notice that it's gone. Just normal without it. Because if that wasn't the case, I'd be very worried. But when it is around, it's like having ice cream in the freezer. I'm going to have some ice cream every day until the ice cream is gone. And for alcohol, it's not great. I mean, that tells you what happened back here, which is basically, oh, we bought a bottle of booze, and then we drank a little bit of it every day until it was gone. It's like, that's not good. It's not good. So what we've started doing is we no longer buy big containers. If we're going to have a night where we want to have some drinks, we'll go to the grocery store and get a couple cans or like a 6-pack of beer, or we'll even go to the liquor store and get like those little shooters and just get like 4 of those and make that like our allowance for the night, basically. Kind of puts a cap on it, makes it so it's like one night of drinking and not 1.5 or 2 nights, depending on how much is left. And so the plan was to drink those cocktail in the cans, and I underestimated how strong they were. So mostly sat on the couch and watched Minecraft YouTubers last night and didn't do jack shit of what I was supposed to do on my checklist. In either case, it's like I've said before, even if it's not perfect, it's still worth doing. So we're going to keep checking in boxes. We're going to keep going. I got to go to work tomorrow again, so this is kind of the end of the vacation period of the year where Martin Luther King Jr. Day is like the last vacation day until I don't even know, like May or something. It's a while. So we'll get there. All right. Let's do some other stuff, shall we? Connections. Now, Megan told me she already did this one today, and she got it with only one mistake. So let's see if we can do that well. These are all words for theft, a theme we've seen previously. And I don't see any others in that category. So we'll send that off. What else have we got here? Ear and nose. Okay, ear, nose, and head. This is like the definition of a red herring. Because they seem like they were related, but really, ear and nose are on the head, so that they're kind of overlapping rather than being 4 examples from a given category. You can have parts of the plant, like the stalk, the bulb. Maybe a head goes in that category. Oh, there's words for like a plant unit, like a stalk of celery, 1 onion bulb, an ear of corn, a head of cabbage. I think that's it. None of these others look that way. Yeah, units of vegetables. Interesting way to put it. Was that the tricky one? Okay. So we're looking for the middle ones now. Candle, seal, honeycomb, and crayon. All things with wax. I see ear could have gone in that category as well. Cabin, wing, nose, engine. Parts of a plane. Easy. Let's try the Wordle. Start with plane. N at the beginning. I was going to say noise, but I don't want to do the E again. How about night? Yeah. All right, okay. So we have a T and an H, but it's not at the end. It's probably N vowel, TH, like that. Or N vowel, vowel, TH. Neath, not really, I don't think, gonna show up in the crossword. If it was like this, I don't know, there's no word that would go at the end of that, so I think it must be vowel, vowel, TH. What vowels go in there? There could be another consonant in there, like if we didn't already use I would guess ninth. What else could it be? N, O, OO doesn't work, OU doesn't work. No other vowels besides O and U, and potentially Y. So it must be, yeah, another consonant, like an R. Okay. Just knowing what letters can possibly come after different letters in English gives you such an advantage in Wordle, because you look at first letter N and you think, well, are there any consonants that can come after this? And I think the answer is no. So it lets you shorten your list of possibilities by quite a bit. I got 2 images for you today. I love a good Onion headline. Depression symptom checklist, speaking to area man as no poem ever could. I remember when I first learned that I had depression. It was 2017, I think, was when I was formally diagnosed. I did 12 weeks of therapy, got on Zoloft, which I still take to this day. Apparently it's impossible to stop taking it, and it's a good thing that it doesn't really seem to have any long-term negative effects. People have been taking it since the 80s, I think. Or maybe something very similar to it. In either case, it's depression is kind of tricky, because even after you've managed it, like those 12 weeks of therapy were really helpful and helped me break out of some bad mental loops that I would get stuck in, helped me think about things in a different way, helped me be more less reactive and more proactive about my mental health, and basically gave me a bunch of tools for doing things and like mentally preparing things that I previously struggled with. God, for the longest time before I got on the Zoloft, I would have a sense of impending doom would just strike me out of the blue, which is how I came to the final conclusion that I have something chemically wrong with my brain, because Zoloft was what made that go away even before I started therapy. I've been thinking about going back to therapy lately. Not for anything like particular issue. I mean, I've been grieving Mr. B for a long time, but I looked it up, and grief can last for a long time. And apparently it still feels fresh right up until the point where it fades into the background, and you're able to like think back on memories with grandpa from a happier time and not be sad about it. So I'm not worried about that. Honestly, I just don't know how people exist today. Like, we are the most mentally ill generation ever, and it's because things suck. Just everything sucks, man. We have technology rotting our brains. We have a world that's falling apart in both like politically and ecologically. It's just we're in like end stage capitalism, and the world is not gonna be this good 50 years from now unless we do something about it. The problem is everyone in positions of power has made sure that you cannot do something about it. In the United States, the answer is always just vote. Change with your vote, dude. Voting doesn't do shit. Voting does nothing. Unless you live in a swing state, your vote basically just gets thrown away. Whether you're voting for the party that's going to win your state or not, it doesn't matter. If it's not close, there's no fucking point. These are not going to affect the outcome. Thousands of you couldn't affect the outcome. And it's a bummer. And it feels like there's systems in place that are designed to make it impossible to change, designed to make it impossible to fix, to just continue to funnel money to the rich, and it's just such a nightmare. And even when like the most like damning evidence comes out for what these people have been doing with shit like Epstein's pedophile island and the Panama Papers and all that, nothing ever comes of it. Maybe one person gets scapegoated, but really nothing ever comes of it. So that's just how I'm feeling lately. Bukkake is technically a baby shower. See you guys tomorrow.